Welcome to the second episode of the Archify the Game Business Podcast. With about 20 years under my belt in the game industry, particularly on the business side, I'm here to share my insights based on industry news and what I've seen and heard. In this day and age, I believe it's far more crucial to approach the world with your unique perspective than to know facts simply. This show aims to provide valuable insights for everyone involved in business. While we'll be diving deep into business, I also enjoy exploring East Asian B-grade gourmet cuisine. Friends even call me the B-grade gourmet king of East Asia, so I'll be sharing some food recommendations too. Now let's get into our game business topic segment, something I plan to cover monthly. Steam monthly rankings and market dynamics. We can see the monthly ranking of new game releases on Steam through a paid service called Game Discover Co. I think the information is based on the predicted data from SteamDB or something. It's quite fascinating, especially as it offers a clearer picture beyond just the top sellers, revealing how other titles, particularly indie games, are performing. Look at the July 2025 data, excluding free-to-play titles to maintain revenue quality. Here's what stood out. Wuchan Fallen Feathers takes the number one spot. This Buddhist-themed horror action RPG set in Wuhan, Hubei province, sold an estimated 520,000 units at $49.99. While it's often compared to last year's Black Myth Wukong, its initial mixed reviews suggest it has room to grow. And from my experience, games with divided opinions can often stage a strong comeback. Regional sales data from Gamerdic indicates about 80% of sales are from China, 4% from the US, and 1.7% from Japan. Grounded 2, published by Microsoft, came in at number 2. This early access survival game, where players are shrunk down, sold roughly 595,800 units. Face Killing Force 3 secured number 3, benefiting from being an established franchise FPS. The King is Watching, ranked number 4. This roguelite strategy game, where you defend your kingdom by monitoring your citizens, falls into the consistently popular strategy genre and sold well in China. Next, Mage Arena landed at 5th. This multiplayer arena combat game, featuring up to 4 wizards, is the developer's debut title. Despite being an early access title priced at just $2.99, it achieved impressive sales of around 720,000 units. This highlights a continuing trend. Multiplayer titles tend to sell exceptionally well, offering more fun and better streaming appeal. Another title caught my attention was Love All Around at number 9. This is a genre I've been watching closely. A male protagonist suddenly becomes popular with multiple girls simultaneously. What's unique is that this game uses live action video. I've tried other games in this genre, and the drama-like progression is surprisingly engaging and even thrilling. This particular genre consistently appears high in the rankings each month, primarily selling in China. My observation here is that these games manage to create a compelling, doki-doki, heart-pounding experience without resulting to adult content. This is particularly noteworthy given the difficulty of developing adult-oriented games in China. The developers' effort to maintain the core fun while navigating these restrictions is highly commendable. The live-action, film-like presentation also feels incredibly fresh, appealing to players who might not always want busy, action-packed games but still seek engaging interactive experiences. It meets a specific market need. Speaking of market performance, it was interesting to see Japanese title 魔法少女の魔女裁判 finally appear at 12th in the third ranking, excluding free-to-play. It sold around 70,000 units mainly in Japan. This suggests that to truly see significant financial return on Steam, a game needs to be a top-tier hit. With thousands of new games releasing monthly, making it into the top 10 or even top 100 is incredibly challenging. The competition is fierce, but the market is there for games that truly meet player expectations. I've always considered Steam a very democratic platform. Features like wishlists and pre-release hype play a significant role in getting games featured and noticed by customers. Their system for promoting games is simply excellent. Ultimately, regardless of how well a game is made, and most are made well, what truly sells is a product that appropriately meets customer expectations, or even better, exceeds them. The gaming business is inherently fascinating due to its unpredictable nature. However, with so many games out there, it's more critical than ever to prioritize customer needs over internal company conveniences, budgets, or business plans. While this seems obvious, it's something companies sometimes lose sight of when focusing on operational targets rather than the essence of meeting user expectations. My experience shows that success often comes to those who remain anchored to fulfilling users' desires. Okay, let's move on to insights from ChinaJoy 2025. I recently attended ChinaJoy in Shanghai. While the media covered the exhibition, I want to share some unique insights from the seminars. AI was a dominant theme, with many discussions revolving around its application in game development and operations. Current AI uses include cloud integration for game operations, Tencent Baidu, and NPC operations for both open world and multiplayer environments, where AI can even communicate with other players. Data analytics for player behavior and marketing campaign optimization. Translation and customer support were also prominent in the B2B exhibition. Unfortunately, many seminars began with lengthy speeches from government officials, so I thought out more focused discussions. Two presentations were particularly insightful. The first one, the Indian market. A representative from MPL, Mobile Premier League, a company on the verge of becoming a unicorn, discussed the Indian market. They project the Indian game market to exceed 9.1 billion by 2029, roughly half the size of Japan's, though I suspect it could grow even larger. Currently, it's dominated by mobile games with casual, simulation, card, shooting, battle, and sports genres being popular. Notably, MPL's most significant revenue stream is from esports, which is a significant observation given the challenge of monetizing esports in some other regions like Japan. Indian players prefer lightweight games with simple systems and small file size, and the 100 megabyte. This preference is likely due to mobile data costs, where large downloads feel like an additional expense. They also appreciate minimal tutorials and less emphasis on deep progression in casual mobile titles. The market is overwhelmingly Android 90% plus, with both Google Play Store and APK markets in play. Chinese manufacturers like Xiaomi, Oppo, and Vivo are strong in device sales. Demographically, the market is 60% male, 40% female, with the from 18 to 25 age group forming the largest segment. Given India's average age of 25.2 in 2023, this signifies a very young and growing player base. The trend for Chinese game companies to expand overseas means India presents a massive opportunity for those who understand the local context and iterate rapidly. Next one was South Korean hyper-casual game publisher Supercent. This company, established in 2021, has already achieved remarkable success with two hyper-casual titles, Pizza Ready and Snake Crush, exceeding industry standards. Their success stems from a user needs-driven development approach, heavily integrating AI. They recognize the increasing competitiveness of the mobile game market and adapt to key shifts: content consumption, the rise of short-form, immediate value content like TikTok means players have less patience for content that doesn't deliver quickly. This makes user acquisition and retention incredibly challenging and costly. Screen time competition. Games are no longer just competing with other games. They are vying for attention against all forms of media. And AI adoption. While AI tools aren't a guaranteed competitive edge, using AI to understand market needs is crucial intelligently. Supercent's strategy involves rigorous testing. Over 5,000 of their tested titles achieve over 10 million downloads, which is about 10 times the industry standard. They call it their publishing system, focusing on ideation, testing for monetization, and then scaling successful titles. What's remarkable is the AI integration. Roughly 40% of their total tasks are now handled by AI. The most effective and accurate use cases for AI have been in data entry and marketing ROI prediction. They are also developing AI to predict game data from videos, allowing them to assess marketability without fully developing a game, thus avoiding wasted effort. These two talks highlighted the significant shift in India. Traditional game business models might not apply. Success could come through models where players earn value, like prize money in esports. beyond just entertainment. For hyper-casual, it's no longer just about a great idea, it's an intelligence game focused on automation and efficiency while still delivering fun experiences. Both scenarios emphasize that the rules are changing, and innovation and smart strategies are key to success. Gourmet Corner Shanghai Crawfish. On a lighter note, I also indulged in some local cuisine during my trip. While recommending specific restaurants can be tricky due to language and location, I highly recommend trying crawfish. When in China, I've had it several times, but this last experience in Shanghai was truly delicious. The restaurant I visited was about a 10 minutes walk from the ChinaJoy venue. Outside, they had tanks full of live farmed crawfish. You choose from 4 different sizes based on the meat yield. Once you select your crawfish, you pick the flavor. Mala, spicy and numbing, is very popular, but our group tried the garlic flavor too, which was also excellent. The crawfish were simmered in a rich garlic broth. Eating crawfish is a hands-on experience. You wear plastic gloves, snap open the head, and extract the tail meat. Be warned, the gloves often tear, so your hands will get messy. The tail is very creamy and light, with a texture similar to shrimp. However, unlike sea shrimp or lobster, it lacks that intense briny flavor. It's more like a refreshing, slightly earthy, lean fish texture. If this piques your interest, I encourage you to try on your next trip to China. While you might find it in some parts of Japan, I believe the fresh experience in China is unparalleled. Wraps up this episode. I hope these insights were valuable. Your feedback is always welcome, so please reach out on X at OchifyGBusiness. I aim to base my discussions on primary sources, but if I miss anything or make a mistake, please let me know. For the next episode, I'm still deciding on the industry news, but I pick some interesting developments that occur between now and then. Also, I'll be attending Gamescom in mid-August in Germany, so I'll be sure to share any unique observations or details that might not make it into the mainstream media. Until next time, stay insightful!